Tottenham need to back Ange Postecoglou. I can't believe I'm making a video that actually not even some, a big portion of the Tottenham fan base already want Ange out. To me, this is absolutely insane. I want to get everyone's opinion. Let me know down below. Is the constructive criticism or the negative kind of mindset towards Ange Postecoglou justified? Let me know. Is he the right man for Tottenham? Will he be sacked? Let me know your genuine thoughts. Make sure you go down, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road towards 6K. Make sure you drop a like as well. Ange Postecoglou at Tottenham has them currently sitting fifth, my club in the league. And already, because there's been a few hiccups, there's a few things that need to be straightened out in terms of his in-game management, in terms of his tactics and the style of play. But to want Ange Postecoglou out we haven't even finished the season yet. Let me caveat this by saying Pep Guardiola is arguably the greatest manager of all time. His third season, he finished third with Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, that is. Mikel Arteta's first season with Arsenal, he finished 8th. And now look at him. They're in a title race and they are flying. Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp, in his first season, they finished 8th. They went to win a Premier League, 2 League Cups, an FA Cup and a Champions League. Man City went on to win a treble. I'm not saying Tottenham are going to go on to win a treble, but to want a manager out after not even finishing a season, losing Harry Kane, and we're currently roughly where most people thought we would be, which is 5th. A lot of people thought we would drop off massively because there was no Harry Kane. We were the 4 favourites at one stage to get relegated at the beginning of the season. We had a very, very good start. Had a few wobbles in there. Didn't go to plan in terms of the domestic side of the game in the cups. And yes, there are some things that need to be straightened out, which is we need to bring in better quality. When you look at Jurgen Klopp and Mikel Arteta's time, they tried to implement a style of play. Jurgen Klopp tried to bring in the Gegenpress, which is relentless pressing in the final third. And Arteta tried to bring in, bringing the fullbacks into midfield, inverting fullbacks, possession-based football, attacking. Similar styles to a degree, but not quite the same. Both managers were given the time in their teams to essentially have a rebuild. Arteta got rid of Aubameyang and got rid of, Lacazette, Ozil. Jurgen Klopp got rid of Coutinho, brought in Alisson and Van Dijk. We lost Harry Kane in the summer, who was an absolutely unbelievable striker for us. Arguably our greatest striker the club has ever seen, him and Jimmy Greaves. 200 plus goals for Spurs, the second highest all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League. Genuinely an unbelievable footballer. We lost him in the summer, and we all knew that this would take a little bit of time. But Ange Postecoglou has currently got us sitting 5th. We could still make Champions League in our first season, which would be a very, very good season in terms of league positioning. But to want him out, I just don't understand the narrative. And it automatically coincides with people that want Daniel Levy out. It's almost like because our fans don't seem to want to be patient and actually see that, if we bring in better quality, like we have some of the signings we've made with Pedro Porro, Mickey van der Ven, Romero, Destiny Udogie, James Maddison. Yes, of course, we still need quality in the final third. Richarlison's not the finished article. Big question marks about Heung-min Son's future. Could he potentially go this summer? Massive question marks over Timo Werner, But we're going to be in 4 competitions potentially next season, so we're going to need better squad depth. But this guy has come in, implemented a great style of play. We've beaten the likes of Man United. We've beaten Liverpool. We've got points off City. We've absolutely embarrassed Newcastle and Aston Villa. We've beaten a lot of teams at home. We're currently 7 points off of the Champions League position in our first season. Arteta and Jurgen Klopp, the 2 people that I'm comparing him to, were nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Poch's first season, when he was managing Tottenham, who got us into 2 title races, we never finished 5th. We finished below that. I think we need to give this guy time. Bring in quality players. Get everyone in the fan base on side. That is one thing you can say about Jurgen Klopp. He got rid of a lot of dead wood. And when they had Michael Edwards as a director of football of Liverpool, you've arguably got one of the smartest men as a director of football who's gone back to Liverpool, funny enough, this season. They made some unbelievable signings. Unbelievable signings. Alisson, Van Dijk. They brought through Trent, Robertson from a relegated Hull City. You know, the front three of Salah, Firmino, Mane. Arsenal have brought in some unbelievable signings as well. Declan Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, you know, David Raya. Even Ramsdale's been a relatively good signing for them. Martin Odegaard. Both of those teams were backed. Arteta, people can say what they want. They can criticise as much as they want. He was given £650 million, and Jurgen Klopp has spent roughly the same amount, if not more. I think he's actually spent close to 900 million. Those managers and fan bases were all singing from the same hymn sheet. Our fan base, my fan base, Tottenham, seems to be that everyone is completely divided. Ange Postecoglou, yes, we can talk about how poor we've been from set pieces. Yes, you can talk about you can be Ange Postecoglou in, but you can also critique things and say that we have been bad from set pieces recently. The way Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, the way teams have picked us off in recent games is not acceptable. But you know there's going to be teething problems in the first part of the season. We know this. We know there's going to be teething problems at the very, very early part of the season. We know this. We've always known this. When a new manager comes in, you've got to remember as well, some players are here from the Jose time. Some players are still here from Poch. Some players are here from Conte. We've had an attacking manager, defensive, attacking. At least with teams around us, the idea, even with when Arne Slot comes in at Liverpool, is you're still trying to play that attacking-based football. Like, even if Arteta were to go, the next manager they come in will play a similar style of football. With us, you know, it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We need some straight consistency. And we haven't had that for a number of years. You know, the best football we played and the best we've been in recent years was under Pochettino, when we got in a title race. And we gave him, you know, 530 odd million pounds. Everyone was singing from the same hymn sheet. Everyone wanted the manager in. The manager was given players like Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen, Heung-min Son, Christian Eriksen, Harry Kane was brought through for the academy. With the fan base and the football club come together collectively. At the moment, it seems to be everyone's all over the place. But to want the manager out for me is it's nonsense. It's absolute insanity. Genuinely, it's absolutely unreal. We are not even a year down the line. You know, yes, we didn't do well in terms of the going out early to Fulham in the League Cup. For me, was not acceptable. Losing at home against Manchester City in the way we did was not acceptable. Barely showing any fight, any character, any passion. It's a cup competition at the end of the day. It's a one-off game. And we are going to bring in more quality, in my opinion. Some of the signings we've made in the last 2 years, Sarr, Udogie, Porro, we just need to get that forward line fixed and bring in a number 6 and another fullback. That attack at the moment, to me, does look pretty toothless. You know, the number 9 situation needs to be sorted. I don't think Son can play there. You know, we've made some great additions with Vicario and Van de Ven and bringing in Udogie through. Big question marks over the right-hand side. I think Dejan Kulusevski needs to go into the midfield for me. I think he's better as an advanced attacking 8 rather than a right-hand side. He gets down to the byline and cuts in quite a lot, and it becomes somewhat predictable. As well as Timo Werner, I don't think he will get made as a permanent signing. Yes, he's contributed. Yes, he's done well. But we need more quality, in my opinion. That being said, though, at £15 million, you know, knowing the fact that we're going to be in 4 competitions next season, playing Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, you do need more depth in general. One of the main reasons that, you know, Manchester City are so strong is because their depth is unreal. You know, when you can bring on Kovacic, Jack Grealish, Nunez, and Julian Alvarez off the bench, you're absolutely laughing. For me, we need to just give Ange Postecoglou the tools to succeed. Go and, I don't see a world in which Tottenham go and spend £200 million this January transfer window. But if there is a world where you could potentially sell Richarlison to Saudi Arabia and bring in, and probably spend between 100 to 120 million pounds, it's about smart recruitment now. We're not in a position where Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City are, where they can go and drop 100 million on one player, like Man City did with Vardy, Arsenal did with, with Declan Rice, and Liverpool spent 100 million euros on the likes you know, of Vardy. I don't think sorry, Darwin Nunes. I don't think we're in that position right now. I think we need to get back into the Champions League, try our absolute hardest and best to try and win a trophy next season, whether that's Europa League or domestic side of things, and just keep it going. Like, for me, we are in the very, very first season under Ange Postecoglou. We know there's going to be teething problems. Arteta had big problems when he first had the likes of, Liechtensteiner, Monreal, Torreira, you know, absolute duds at the football club. And now he's got the players he wants. And now look at them. They're currently top of the league. So I think we just need to be patient and just hope we get the recruitment right and just see what happens. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts down below. Make sure you do smash the like. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.